stone. What is it? Why do you use it? And how do you use it? Well, Nagura stone is a cleaning stone for your sharpening stones, your water stones. What happens with your water stones, especially in the higher grit ones, you get all this black gunk built up on your stone. It's called glazing. Essentially what happens, your stone microscopically is a series of peaks and valleys. So the peaks take off the steel and the valleys collect the steel. And eventually the valleys get full up with the steel, and that's when it's glazed and it's not going to cut properly anymore. It's just kind of smoothing out the stone. So with your higher grit stones, most of the time they're more expensive stones as well. So you want to protect your investment. You don't want to flatten them out all the time. A flattening stone, a truing stone, is something that you would use to flatten out your stone. These stones are a lot harder and you're not on them as often, so they don't tend to dish out as quickly as a lower grit stone. So instead of using the flattening stone, which takes off a lot of material, you use them Nagura to clean it out. So you can think of it like an eraser for your stone. What you want to do with this guy, you want to use it wet, and make sure your stone is wet, make sure your Nagura is wet. Let's put some water on there. Wet your Nagura. There's different styles and different sizes of Nagura. This is one style. This is a different type of Nagura. There's also natural Nagura and man-made Naguras. This one is a man-made one, this one is a natural one. Using natural ones on natural stones, you could leave the slurry on the stone as well. With the natural stones. With these guys here, don't. Just clean it, make sure you get it off there, because it's actually a coarser grit than what your stone is, so if you leave the slurry on, it's not doing you any favors. So make sure your Nagura is wet, and I like to use this edge. You can use this edge, but it tends to bind and stick on there a little bit. So use this edge here, and you just rub it on the stone. And you wash that stuff off. I only did the one side so you can see the difference in the stone. So that's what that does. It cleans all that gunk out and makes it cut a lot better, and makes your stone last a lot longer.